always wondered this. Does it make you nervous that you've got somebody like sitting like right
by me? No, it's not bad.
Or not? I mean,
in a closed basement like this, I can't think of anything better.
What's been one of the more unusual places you've played? Where it's
man,
where you got people like right here.
You know what? Was it last week? Last weekend? Yeah, we were out in California and Fresno, I believe, and we were getting up, going upstairs. I was on the second floor for the station, and we got in an elevator. And I don't like closed spaces, so that was a little off. I don't like riding in elevators, anyways. And so Jamie's in there. Some of the guys from the promo staff were there, and some of the people from the station. So there's about 6 or 7 of us in the elevator. And, you know, we hit the second floor, and it's going all good, but we're not. We go up a little bit, and it stops right in the middle. And I'm like, oh Lord, here we go. So I'm immediately starting to break into a sweat, and I'm looking at my Jamie right here, and he's getting real nervous and everything. And I'm trying to play cool. You know, the first time I met these folks, and I want to, you know, play professional and be good. And I look at Tom over there at the station, and he's over there sweating bullets, like thinking, oh, he's trying to act cool. So everybody's trying to act like it's not bothering him. And one guy's about to pass out. I mean, it's wild. It's like a bunch of green guys in the face. Everybody's just green in the face. And I say, Jamie, break out the guitar. Let's pretend like we're trying to feel better about this whole situation. And we break into, we're like, let's play cover or something. We played Night Moves by Bob Seger. And next thing you know, time passes, about 20 minutes goes by, and all of a sudden we finish Bob Seger, and we hear eruption of clapping outside the wall or the door of the elevator. So we're stuck. They're laughing their head off, and we're stuck in this elevator, freaking out. And they're sitting there clapping because we just played, you know, Bob Seger, and they loved it. And we're like, well, we're still stuck, you know, so we need to get out of here. And
so loving an elevator wasn't handy.
No, I didn't have. I wasn't ready. I should have broke that out.
Next time you get an elevator in Fresno.
Next time, if there's an elevator in the basement here, maybe we'll figure that out.
Exactly.
So, there might be.
I'm probably going to be the first person to ask you this question.
Yes.
Probably not the last. Raymond, real person?
Nope. Well, I mean, it's inspired. No, we created the whole thing. It's inspired by my grandmother, the story. But the story is a story we completely brought together because we had both led hymns in nursing homes, and it kind of all sprouted together of a guy that worked at a nursing home and develops a relationship with a lady that thinks he is her son. And so it was just a story that came to life because my grandmother had Alzheimer's, and I showed up one day and I was like, man, I gotta tell you this. I got a call from my dad last night, and he was saying, you know, your grandmother is starting to forget people in the family, and it tore me up because I'm really close with my family. So I was torn up, and I said, you know, I got to tell you about this. And so I started telling him. He shared his commonality with the situation, and next thing you know, we're building this song that has been one of the most special songs I've ever been a part of, and now we're here today to play it for everybody.
This is a powerful song. Let's give it up for Brett Eldredge, and this is called Raymond.
Raymond. All right. Fire it up, brother. I work down at Asbury Hills. Minimum wage, but it pays the bills, cleaning floors and leading hymns on Sunday. Catherine Davis, room 303, sweetest soul you ever could meet. I bring her morning coffee every day. She calls me Raymond, she thinks I'm her son. Tells me get washed up for supper before your daddy gets home. She goes on about the weather, how she can't believe it's already 1943. And she calls me Raymond, and that's alright by me. She talks about clothes on the line in the summer air, Christmas morning and Thanksgiving prayer and stories of family that I never had. Well, sometimes I find myself wishing I'd been there. When she calls me Raymond, she thinks I'm her son. Tells me get washed up for supper before your daddy gets home. And she goes on about the weather. Now she can't believe it's already 1943. And she calls me Raymond, and that's alright by me. Well, there's a small white cross in Arlington. Reads a Raymond Davis 71. Until she can see his face again, I'm gonna fill in the best I can. When she calls me Raymond, she thinks I'm her son. She tells me get washed up for supper before your daddy gets home. She goes on about the weather, how she can't believe it's already 1943. And she calls me Raymond, and that's alright by me. And she calls me Raymond, oh yeah, that's alright by me, yeah.
Wow. That is a song.
Well, thank you.
Wow.
That's a song, you know, I think as a songwriter, you come across a song like that. Well, you know, I'm in Nashville, and I'm writing for my first album, you know, for 3 years. You know, that's where I've been up to this point. And to become a part of a song that's that real to you in a situation is not very often. You write 5 days a week. You know, you show up. Some days you write a song, a song that just is a song. You know, that they'll just sit there on a computer somewhere and no one will ever hear it. Every once in a while, something happens so real from who knows where. It's just magic. It's something sent from above or whatever it is. That song did it for me, and it's amazing how it's touching people right now, and it's such a cool feeling because that's why I love what I do. If I can touch somebody from a song like this and help them like it's helped me, just one person or how many people it touches, and help shed some light on this situation, on this disease, because there's over 4.5 million people that have Alzheimer's in this country, and one out of 3 people have a relation to it in their family, and it's growing like crazy right now, and it's finally starting to get some light shed on it, but there's a lot of people that don't know about it yet, and so for this to happen, you know, with this song and be able to touch some people like that has been a really special thing, and I thank the Lord for that. It's been good.
Well, it's a great song.
Well, thank you.
Excellent song, powerful song. You're doing something kind of special. Is it your website where for people can share experiences?
Yes, you can go. Well, it's 50505. Text to 50505. You text Raymond, and it'll come back and it'll say, "Hey, this is Brett," you know, and it'll eventually it's going to lead you to say, you know, if you've been affected by Alzheimer's, I'd love for you to share me your story, because I love hearing. You know, I think it helps all of us to know that you're not alone out there with Alzheimer's and how it affects you. And, you know, it tears me up every day, but to know there's other people going through the same thing and wanting to fight to help figure it out is a comforting feeling. And to have something like this, I just want people to share their stories, and they can become part of the mobile community this way too, and keep in touch to what I'm doing, where I'm playing, and all that. So text 50505 to 50505. You text Raymond, and you follow it from there. It's really easy to follow, and that does the trick.
I'm hoping we can get a close-up here of this, because this is the single Raymond, and CD plans, album plans. When can we buy it?
It's looking like the very beginning of next year, so
okay,
not too long from now.
Not bad at all. Brett, thank you for coming by.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Brett Eldredge has been in Jake's Basement. Keep listening to 93.3 Jake FM.